We've all been told that dogs love unconditionally, that they are biologically wired to be our best friends. But what if that's not always true? What if your dog, or a dog you just adopted, is silently sending you signals that they actually don't like you, and you've been completely misreading them? Today, we are decoding the 12 scientifically proven signs that your dog is not your biggest fan. And you need to pay very close attention to sign number 12, because what looks like your dog suddenly hating you is actually a silent, life or death medical emergency. Let's get into it. 1. The left-sided tail wag, the ultimate illusion. Let's shatter the biggest myth in the canine world right out of the gate. A wagging tail does not always mean a happy dog. You have to look at the direction. Neuroscience has proven that a dog's brain is highly lateralized, just like ours. When a dog feels positive emotions, like seeing an owner they truly trust, the left hemisphere of their brain activates, causing their tail to wag predominantly to the right. But researchers found that when a dog feels anxiety, fear, or distrust towards someone, the right hemisphere takes over, pulling the tail wag noticeably to the left. If your dog gives you a stiff, slow wag leaning to the left when you approach, they aren't greeting you. They are assessing a threat. 2. The post-meal disconnect. Dogs are primal pack animals. To them, food is survival. But what happens after the meal is where the real truth of your relationship lies. If your dog finishes their dinner and immediately comes over to cuddle, lean against your leg, or sleep at your feet, that is a massive compliment. They are saying, the survival work is done, now I want to bond with my pack. But if your dog scarfs down their food and instantly leaves the room to be alone, that is a clear boundary. To them, you are not a pack leader. You are simply a vending machine. They tolerate your presence because you provide the resources, but they do not desire your company. 3. The micro-flinch at your touch. Petting a dog is supposed to release oxytocin, the love hormone, for both of you. But watch your dog's micro-reactions the next time you reach for them. Do they slightly duck their head? Do they lean their weight an inch backward? Do they stiffen their shoulders or regularly recoil at your touch? We often force our affection onto dogs because it makes us feel good, completely ignoring the fact that the dog is just tolerating it. If your dog flinches, your physical presence is actively releasing cortisol, the stress hormone. They are enduring your touch, not inviting it. 4. The gaze aversion and whale eye. Animal behaviorists believe that a dog's ability to lock eyes with humans was the very first step in canine domestication. When a bonded dog gazes lovingly into your eyes, it establishes a deep, meaningful relationship. But if you look at your dog and they immediately snap their head away or show you the whites of their eyes, known as the whale eye, you have a problem. In canine language, a direct stare is a challenge to fight. By breaking eye contact, your dog is deploying a calming signal. They are actively choosing flight over fight, essentially begging, I find your presence intimidating, please keep the peace and don't hurt me. 5. The silent exit. You walk into the living room and sit on the couch. Within 30 seconds, your dog quietly gets up, walks away, and lays down in the hallway. They don't growl, they just subtly relocate. Many owners brush this off, claiming their dog is just independent. Don't kid yourself. Dogs will almost always choose passive disengagement over destructive behavior. If your furry friend consistently creates physical distance the moment you enter their radius, it is an undeniable message. Your energy makes their nervous system spike. They prefer the safety of isolation over the anxiety of your company. 6. Refusing high-value treats. Your dog is a food vacuum. But when you hold out a piece of premium chicken, they sniff it, look away, and refuse to take it. Your dog is no dummy. This isn't them being a picky eater. This is biology. When an animal feels deeply uncomfortable or scared by a specific person, their autonomic nervous system triggers the fight or flight response. This biological override literally redirects blood flow away from the digestive tract and into the muscles. They physically cannot eat if they feel unsafe. Their brain is telling them, do not eat from this person's hand. You might need to run for your life in 2 seconds. 7. The bedroom. Boycott. Sleep puts an animal in their absolute most defenseless state. In the wild, wolves and wild dogs purposefully sleep tightly packed together in small, confined areas with pack members they trust with their lives to protect them from predators. Our dogs think of us as their pack. If you leave your bedroom door open, but your dog actively chooses to sleep alone in a cold hallway or far away in the living room, they are making a strategic choice. They do not feel secure enough to let their guard down while you are in the room. 8. Guarding the belly. Even if they sleep near you, watch how they sleep. A happy, deeply trusting dog will snooze, relax, and expose their soft belly to the room. This is the ultimate display of absolute security. Dogs are instinctively concerned about their safety and will never expose their vital organs if they aren't sure about their surroundings. If your dog only ever sleeps curled in a tight ball when you are around, with their paws tucked and their stomach hidden, they are keeping their armor on. 9. The toy tax refusal. One of the cutest things a trusting dog will do is bring you a slimy, tattered tennis ball or a bone as a gift. Dogs are naturally possessive of their belongings. When they give you their favorite toy, they are saying, "I trust you enough to let you hold my prized possession, knowing you won't steal it." If your dog finds a toy, makes eye contact with you, and immediately runs to the opposite corner of the room, turning their back to chew it, they are resource guarding. They view you as a competitor, not a caregiver. 10. Selective deafness. You say sit, and they look the other way. You call their name, and they pretend they didn't hear you. Most owners get angry and label the dog as stubborn. But training isn't actually about the dog. It's about the bond shared on both ends of the leash. Research published in Developmental Science has shown that dogs actively evaluate human reliability, and they will literally ignore information they deem unnecessary or untrustworthy. If your newly adopted rescue dog ignores your commands, they aren't being bad. They have seen the worst of humanity through abandonment or abuse. Why would they listen to a stranger's command when humans have only ever let them down? They don't respect your commands because you haven't earned their trust yet. 11. The human shield maneuver. Imagine you come home and the dog immediately runs to sit behind your partner's legs, or they curl up tight against another family member while watching you closely. This is heavily tied to attachment theory. The dog has selected a secure base, a person they fully trust, and they are using that person as a shield against you. They are seeking comfort from the person they love to cope with the stress of the person they don't. If the dog only seeks interaction when that other person is in the room, it means you haven't earned independent trust yet. 12. The sudden and silent shift. They suddenly start doing all of the above. Listen closely, because this is the most important part of this entire video. If your dog used to cuddle with you, take treats from you, and look lovingly into your eyes, and suddenly, out of nowhere, they start hiding, avoiding your touch, and turning their tail to the left, do not take it personally, and do not ignore it. When a deeply bonded dog suddenly acts like they don't like you, it is rarely emotional. It is almost always medical. Dogs instinctively hide and push pack members away when they are in severe pain or battling an illness. It's a survival tactic so they don't slow the pack down. In older dogs, sudden distancing and confusion are the first hallmark signs of canine cognitive dysfunction, the dog version of dementia. They haven't stopped loving you. They are hurting, confused, and terrified, and their avoidance is a cry for help. Building trust with a dog takes time, patience, and most importantly, an understanding of their secret language. If a dog shows these signs, don't force it. Give them space, let them come to you, and prove to them that you are safe. How many of these signs have you noticed in dogs before? Let me know in the comments. And if this video helped you understand the canine mind just a little bit better, hit that subscribe button. We have a lot more secrets to uncover.